Welcome to another Maxishine video. Today we're going to be looking at Need for Speed Shift. It's been out for nearly a month now. We're just going to go right into it and talk about the graphics and the gameplay. We'll go ahead and go into the car lot. You start off with very basic cars. You start off with a little bit of money. Money's easy to get. I mean, even if you come last, you get points, you get money. You progress pretty quickly. We've unlocked some things now. We can go down to the big guns. The Bugatti Veyron, you can see that. Looking at the Revington Lamborghini. 20 of these cars in the world. Look at that, awesome stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked them yet. The Zonda, oh, look at that, carbon fiber, beautiful. Oh, I love these things. Alright, we'll go down to my cars. This is my garage now we're looking at. You can see the loading times. It takes a while to actually show what you're going to look at. Well, that's my car at the moment, the GD3. We'll just go into we'll go into car battle. You've got different styles of racing. Car battle is when you verse a similar styled car, for example, like an Audi and a BMW M3.
Mitsubishi and Subaru are going head to head in the competition. Choose which car you're going to use.
Just start it straight away. This is where you just pretty much battle out one-on-one. One thing I do like, you can enter the options for the driving styles in the game. You can change automatic stability control and all that, traction control. So we're going to go ahead and put it to manual and resume the game.
Right, a couple seconds to green. Remember, just get out of it by 5 seconds across the line first to win, okay?
So this is 5040x1050 on three 22-inch monitors. We're starting on with the internal view. You can see that. Following the green lines there. Those arrows are really helpful. They actually change colour according to the speed you enter the corner. So they'll stay green and you can pretty much stay on the driving line. Changing views there, you can see still looking pretty good. Probably the best visuals of any game so far on PC for a driving game. Some of the other views there. Just keep an eye on the arrows. You can see they change. When they go to yellow, it means just back off. Red means a bit of braking. And they change according to your speed. It's pretty much the best view that I like. The graphics are astounding on this, I must admit. The sounds are good. They don't represent the real car, I don't think. Not as good as other games, but they're pretty good. I think Need for Speed Most Wanted, I enjoyed the car sounds a lot more. So there's a bit of braking, a bit of backing off. The physics I do like. It's a cross between arcade and realistic and simulation. You can get tail happy, which is what I love in a game. A lot of understeer, so you can catch the car. If you go into a corner really hard, you can correct it. We're just going to go into select a different challenge. I'm not going to go through everything.
Okay, but all cars on the field will be the same, so it's all about the driving.
This is the Veyron race. This is some serious high-speed stuff. You really get the sense of speed with this game, which is, I think, what Need for Speed is all about. A lot of people keep saying Underground and Most Wanted were their favourite. They probably are for me too. But that Need for Speed's been changing throughout the years, so we pretty much have to accept what they give us. There is a button you can select. I'm using the G25 on this. You can skip the intro. We're just letting it run for you guys to see. This is the Veyron now. You're going to see some extreme acceleration. course, the G25, fantastic to use with this. No need to touch any of the settings, all set automatically. You just tell it in the options from the start to select G25, and that's all you have to do. The sense of speed in this game, and on this track particularly with the Veyron, is crazy. I've played this map a few times, this track. It starts off with a few tight corners, where we do have to slow down a lot, but give it a few seconds and a few more corners and you're going to see some serious speed. I think we're coming up to a nice straight now. This is wild, check that out. A bit of drafting happening. Of course, when you hit the walls, it gives the screen a good shake. As you've seen there, it goes black and white as well. And it sort of goes blurry as well. So you know about it when you hit something. So you can't cheat much and use corner walls to take a corner faster. You do get a lot of damage. Just to give you an idea, with running the Matrox triple head, look at that. Using 3 monitors is awesome for this kind of gaming. The lighting, very impressive as well. You can see on the dashboard the lighting change. Look at that, the sun glare on the camera. The smoke, not bad. There's the camera shake again. Another thing I forgot to mention, when you hit high speeds, we'll just go ahead and do that now, if we can keep it in a straight line. If you've got it on cockpit view, your rear vision view goes blurry. Everything starts to go blurry. You can see the rear vision mirror there up in the corner. As you hit high speeds, it starts to go blurry. Getting a bit airborne there. The sound of the Veyron is pretty good. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on this car and they're pretty close to the original sound that the engine makes. You do get a lot of speed wobbles, as you can see on the straight. It's not easy to keep these things in a straight line, which kind of adds to the excitement. So really, if you want to hit 400, it's pretty hairy experience. Right here, you're going to understand what I'm talking about very soon. Look at that, no brains whatsoever whoever decided to do the drifting section of this. It's as if you're on grease. Just pretend there's grease on the track. I mean, cars aren't meant to behave that way. If they just applied the physics of the actual racing, the normal racing mode, to this, it would have been excellent. Very poor throttle control. I mean, it's very hard just to get this thing to do a nice drift. Awful, awful, awful. I would give this 0 out of 10 if this was a drift game. 0 out of 10. And if I could go into the minuses, I would. That's how much I hate it. Really, really dissatisfied with that. Don't let it put you off the gameplay. Put you off the gameplay of normal race mode. Because in normal race mode, you can get good drifts around corners at high speeds. This is just ridiculous. You can't even forget trying to get a speed drift. And see that? As soon as you get a bit of understeer or oversteer, it just takes it to the extreme. Look, you can't catch it, and then if you do, it'll flick out the other way violently. Absolutely awful. So overall, Need for Speed Shift, I do recommend it for anyone who likes car games. It is a cross between arcade and simulation racing. The physics in the normal racing I do like, because you can control the power a little bit and you get a little bit of a handful when the car gets high speed, which I like. The drifting is awful, the load times are awful, but the load times apparently been addressed, so go out and try it, pretty good.